but 3 and I didn't.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Hello, all you people.
You people.
You people that are in my lives every day.
Yep, they are. Well, I hope everybody's doing great and having a good morning. I've already got 2 things listed, so I'm working on it. I'm actually going to get busy during the show and get some stuff done and get some stuff listed and live and all that good stuff. So
that's good. Me and Valerie were talking, and we think we want to name the chain. We think we want to, let me see if I could talk. We think we want to change the name of the Facebook group. And Valerie came up with not Suicide Squad. Reseller Squad. Because whenever we first started, we were basically, putting the name for ourselves, which is Thrifting Bitches of Reselling. And we want to change that to kind of name the group instead of just ourselves, and so she was thinking Reseller Squad, which I think is fantastic. But we want to see if you guys have any ideas. If you do, just put them out there. We want something that's gonna, say who we are as a group.
Right. Not as just 2 people.
Is Hank Allen Cash here?
Actually, she's just leaving it. She said won't get to hang with y'all. She might be in there still.
Are you here, Hank? I know she does clothing too, so I wanted to ask her about this dress.
I mean, she definitely might know.
I started looking up this dress last night, and it's Jet Set, which is a very good, sought-after, expensive brand.
So it probably has a pretty good following. Were there lots of sales for it?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
And they're not cheap.
That's good for you.
Yeah. Picking Grinning Squad. That's funny.
Mother's Mustache. Good morning. I love what y'all are doing and where you're going with this.
Well, it's just, the group has kind of evolved. Not that we want it to get huge, and we kind of pick through people when they ask to be, joined to the group. If you're in our hangouts every morning, of course we're going to let you in the group. If you're not one that we know, causes trouble in other groups and stuff like that, we don't have a problem with it. And most of you know us, that we don't like the drama. So we want to have good people in our group. And congratulations, you're all good people. If you weren't, you wouldn't be in this hangout.
No. Delete. Yeah, you wouldn't last long anyway.
Mm-mm.
Um,
But
so
we
I
need
mean,
we need a
I
place.
yeah, I think it's a great idea to. I had never really and really didn't cross my mind, but I mean, I think it's a good, you know, a good thing to do. A good move to make, I think.
Yeah,
And I think that's the thing with all of these groups is when you start them, you have one thing in mind, and then down the road. I mean, we've been thrifting bitches or reselling for what?
a
For
year,
how long?
a year
It's
at
been a year.
least.
Yeah.
Well, or almost.
Mm,
Probably like 10 months or something.
yeah. So, what is the Facebook group? It's Thrifting Bitches of Reselling.
I would.
And like we said when we started it, I mean, when we originally came up with the name, we really wanted to get people's attention.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't want to be like, whatever. Um, we didn't want to be like everyone else. And so we figured, if we had a name like that, then that would definitely get people's attention, and they'd want to know, hey, what's this group about? Um, so, but we've got a lot of subscribers and people on there, and it's kind of changed to we want to name the group something that portrays everybody, not just me and Sally.
The reselling wieners.
Perfect. That is awesome.
I
And
say we put. I say we put a poll in the group. And yeah.
would
Bless you.
sorry.
I'm going to write these down,
Oh yeah.
and we'll make a poll and have people vote on them.
Okay. Sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a wiener. I'll fix this hair.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, so if you got ideas, put them down, and I'll put it in the poll.
Greenville Treasure says, "Good morning. Yesterday's show was awesome. Well, I'm glad that
Oh,
you liked it.
yeah,
Those shows, they're not really a challenge, as far as, keeping the show going, because, with it being a working hangout and a listing challenge, there's going to be some dead time somewhere. And there's not always going to be someone talking, but it definitely is a motivator.
yeah.
Absolutely. So
I got 15 listed yesterday.
I think that is awesome. That is very, very good.
I mean, and most people don't think that's a whole lot, but um, I mean, it was clothing, so I had to
That's a
measure
lot.
everything.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So okay, so
Absolutely.
reselling wieners and
The reseller
resell
squad.
resellers squad. And if you guys have any suggestions, put them in there.
Yep, most definitely. Um,
I was telling Valerie about this dress that um the tag is weird because it's like camouflage. Trying to see here. See, and within that it says jet set. And you can't see it unless you're in the absolutely right light. It says it right above the stars. I'm going to have to take a picture because I can't get it. I can't get it on camera. Kobun 37. I just got done working. Sucks. Working out of a storage unit when it's 100 degrees outside. So I do my stuff at night. That's a good idea though. If that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
I've never seen you in here before. Have you seen this person, Valerie?
No, I've never seen that one before.
Well, it's good to have you.
That person. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here.
And yeah.
Batter's box says not your normal picking group. Yeah, there ain't nothing normal about us.
I'm writing it down.
This is true. Well, I'm glad that you found us, and you know, we have a great show. We have a morning show every morning from 8 to 10 most of the time. Yesterday we did an 8-hour. Was it 8 hours?
Well, it was longer than that.
It was about 10 hours, I would say.
Yeah.
10 hours. We did that for a listing challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and there's no prizes. I mean, it just gets you motivated.
That's true, Tim. You know, I mean, and that's the reason why we called ourselves Thrifting Bitches of Reselling, because we wanted to say a couple of different things that were different. And also, what was your suggestion, Beth? The Pickin' and Grinnin' Squad? I got it, honey. So we wanted to also say that, you know, we're not afraid to, you know, cuss on here. You know, if that's who you are. I cuss sometimes, more than none.
I was gonna say sometimes.
So you know, I cuss sometimes. Sometimes we talk dirty and, you know, tell dirty jokes or whatever. You know, we're not straight-laced at all. I'm very sorry if you are a Mormon or a Christian. We were raised very religiously, but we don't hold ourselves to that at all. I'm a believer. I believe in God and stuff.
Right.
But I don't believe that. I'm not getting into that. No, I'm not doing that. So
yeah, that's religion. I was like, where are you going?
Not doing it. Stop sign. Anyways, yeah, I'm not getting into that. We don't talk religion or politics here. So anyways, we say what we want to say. We if you have an opinion on politics or religion, don't put it in the group. Don't bring it here. That's one of the main things we ask. No drama, no politics, no religion. So, you know, and we want to keep to that. If we don't, then you're going to have people come in here and it's going to be chaos. And you see in other groups that people allow certain things from certain people, and then it just goes off like an airplane, and it, you know, You can't stop it.
And then we become like all the other groups.
Yep.
And that's not what we, that's not what we do. We don't talk
Yeah.
about that.
Like Tim says, we do talk mice, snakes, and bugs. We also talk about poop, pee, and throw up.
Yeah.
We talk about life.
Yeah. Lots of poop. That's right. Yeah, we talk about life, and we talk about reselling, but there's a lot of times where we get on a subject of just life, or you know stupid people, things that people do, and
Hmm.
and we
Just like if you want to see a really exciting moment, if you go look on the show yesterday,
mm-hmm.
Nikki was actually sitting in the parking lot of an auction and saw some chick squatting down between two cars and taking a leak. And it's on camera.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a naked man show once in a while. That's
Yeah.
true.
Mm-hmm.
He's been
Hustler
clothed here
morning.
lately. I'm starting to worry about him. But I don't appreciate, or I don't think that the neighbor would appreciate him going over there and working on lawnmowers and stuff if he's naked. So
Well, that's true. That's true. I can understand that.
favorite part yesterday was the parking lot. Yeah, it was pretty damn funny
It was
because
hilarious.
it's just stuff like that that happens, like life,
Mm-hmm.
and you see stuff like that all the time. Well, depending where you are, you see stuff like that happen with people, and we just yeah. When it gets boring, Jim just tells us a parking lot story, or Nikki will tell us a story about what happened to her because she's got lots of stories too.
Yep. Well, Sarah, go back and watch the replay. Hey, all those
Ugh.
shows are. We've got 100. This is episode 153. So there's
Crap.
152 um, shows that you can watch. So there's quite a few, quite a bit of selection. And that's another thing that on this show we don't do segments or topics, or we start the show out, and wherever it goes, we roll with it. And and a lot of times there's a lot of different subjects, but we don't pick those out, they pick us.
Sarah, you might also want to go to my channel because sometimes I have the show on my channel. When Valerie can't be here, or if we're doing a switch up between because on Monday we're having a 24-hour show. So we're going to be doing a switch up. You're like, oh my God, did I agree to this?
I know.
You
Like,
thought of it first.
I know. I
So
was like, am I drunk, or was I drunk, or what? It'll be
but yeah,
fun.
we're having a 24-hour show, 8 a.m. Monday morning to 8 a.m. Tuesday morning Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but my channel is the Upside Down Picker, and
Yep.
the more that you find out about me, the you'll know why.
Sherry, it
I
was
know.
it was your idea, Valerie.
I know. And she talks herself
Marathon.
into these things, and then she can't get herself out of them.
No, I think it'll actually be good because we'll be coming out of the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll just hit it, head on, and just go with it. I think everybody will be, somewhat refreshed and
Mm-hmm.
ready to roll on Monday. So,
Valerie and I are going to take turns hosting.
yeah, because we can only be on there for 8 hours before they shut off. And usually, last time we did it, and it actually gave me a message and it said, you know, we're going to be shutting off in a few minutes. And that's what I was planning on it. You know, I was planning on, you know, getting that message and then letting you guys know that it was going to shut off soon, but it just
Yeah.
shut off. So nothing I could do about that.
Yeah, that's true. Was that part on where the lady peeing, was that on mine or was that on yours?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I can't remember.
I think it was on mine.
Okay. I'm having a brain fart. What do you call it when a mug has raised, detailed, like 3D embossed? Yeah,
Yeah, I would say embossed.
that's what I would say too.
There you go.
It's really hard to try and get this name in here, but I can see it.
That's crazy, but I would assume they did that for the reason of, maybe they had some counterfeit issues. Because I mean,
Maybe.
it would be difficult, so people can't counterfeit the items.
Right. But the only thing that makes me it just makes me question is that on the new line, which is Jet Set Diaries, it has a white tag that says Jet Set. And it's like, why would they, have, I mean, I understand maybe this isn't the Diaries line. Maybe this is some other line, but I couldn't find any.
So you couldn't find any of the same tag?
No, I have. I have seen the same tag.
Okay.
On eBay.
So did it say anything as far as?
Not the line.
Okay. It just basically said Jet Set.
Yeah.
Do you think the diaries is that a newer line or is that an older line?
It is the newer line.
It's a newer line. So
if you go,
probably the Jet Set with this brand or this label, it's probably an older line.
Yep.
So, I would just list it. If it was I would just list it as that. Who do they collaborate with a lot?
Free People. That was the other one. They collaborated with, what is it called? I have another dress that has that name on it. I just got me a whole bag of clothes here.
I see that.
J. Crew.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't. Oh, Anthropology.
Okay.
And those are the three that I've seen. But it still does not have this kind of label on it.
Okay.
The collaborations.
So I'm just trying to think if they're a collaboration, does it say on the label that it's a collaboration of Free People or a collaboration of
I don't know.
Okay.
Um,
Truthfully, I would say just list it as it is and go from
okay.
there. That's what I would say.
Okay. And
But you might look, this is another thing too, is Anthropologie has a lot of brands. So you might look up Anthropologie and see if Jet Set is one of their brands.
true.
Because it may not be a collaboration with Anthropologie. It might be just one of their kickoff brands.
Yeah.
So that might be which is not going to make a difference. I mean, Anthropologie they have a ton of, different, they're kind of like sub brands almost.
And it seems like a lot of different brands are doing that.
Yeah.
Like splitting off into littler brands.
I think that has something to do with, like counterfeit.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with it. I could be wrong, but
It's still rainy here today.
is it? It was so cold this morning. It was 55, I think.
Oh my God.
And you know what I was saying? I was like, thank goodness, because I can turn the air off and I'm not going to have to use it. I opened all the windows, let some fresh air in. It's, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
So here's another name for you, Reselling This and That Show.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Greenville Treasure says it was on Sally's channel. That said it was about an hour into the show.
Okay.
So thank you, Greenville Treasures, for looking that up. Tim says it rained 40 hills last night. I don't know what that means, but that's probably a lot. I
Lots of
don't know.
lots of rain.
Lots of flooding. Yeah. Yeah. Arizona, they get a lot of flooding. Oh, Mother's Mustache says my phone buffered for the past 10 minutes. Went through a low area. Well, I'm glad you're back now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I didn't know Arizona had a monsoon season.
yeah, they have their season. Um, where they get a lot of rain. And then of course they have their, dry season. So
I really think I'm just gonna list this.
yeah, I think, sometimes, you can, even though you're trying to figure things out and you're trying to, I think sometimes sometimes you just have to say screw it and just list it.
Yeah, because I can't
And sometimes
find
those
it.
brands are there's just so much, there's so many brands out there and there's so much collaborations and you know um, you can't keep up with all that stuff. So
Jesus H. Christ.
what?
There are a lot of brands under Anthropologie.
Yes, there are.
A lot. I mean, oh, probably close to 200 or 300.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people don't, they don't realize that they have, if they do know about it. Well, what's going on here? Um, they a lot of people don't recognize that, Anthropology has a lot of brands. But I
Yeah.
don't know that it makes that huge of a difference, if you know a certain thing is a Anthropology brand or not, you know. So Tim
Wow.
says dust storms, and we had a tornado in Phoenix last night.
Mm.
Yeah. Mother's mustache asks, "What is it?" So she wants to know what the dress is.
Jet set.
Jet Set's the brand.
Hmm.
Has kind of like a inconspicuous type of label. It's almost like a almost like a hologram type thing.
Yeah, it has that little design, and then um, if you look at it in a different light,
Yeah,
it says jet set, and then it says medium down here, but
yeah.
you can't see it in this camera.
No,
But the clothing has a very pretty.
it's like a peacock. I think it. I know that will sell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too.
I know.
But
Is it a mini dress or is it
yeah,
a?
it's a
It's a
mini dress.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
will definitely sell.
It's got that poof right here where it comes down,
Mhm.
and then it's like sheer, it's sheer, and then it's got the under.
So does that go down to the knees or
No, this is probably right above the knee.
okay. Yeah, very cool.
Really pretty material and pretty design. And of course, new jet set dresses, the minis go for about 175,
Wow.
if not more. I've seen some minis that went for 220 on the website. So,
So it's a good brand.
yeah.
So just list it and forget it. Well, not
Yeah.
forget it, but
Yeah.
sometimes you just have to move on. But it's exciting when you find brands like that.
Oh, yeah.
I always enjoy, finding brands
I
like
would
that.
I was excited for this J. Crew dress too, because I
Oh,
mean J. Crew,
it's got the eyelet material. Yep. Oh yeah. And it's
super
coral.
pretty. Yeah, it's
So yeah,
just
that'll
a.
sell good. Just a nice little dress. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, it's 100% cotton, but it's got that.
I guess it's not eyelet. It's just little poofies on it, right?
Yeah,
Okay. For a minute I thought it had the material with the little holes on it. But it's yeah,
that's the arm. Pretty.
it's very cute. Wish I wasn't out in the sticks. Not really much in the way of high-end brands here, so I mostly focus on hard goods. Um, where are you at, Coban? Um,
And is
I
there
mean,
something else we should be calling you?
yeah, let us know if you have a nickname or your regular name. That way we know what to Southwestern Idaho.
Idaho.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm in Kansas, so, and I'm in just a BFE type of area, so like a Goodwill outlet is going to be an hour and a half from me. I have a couple of small thrift stores around me, but I just have to, when I go sourcing, I actually have to go and buy quite a bit of it.
Where did you get where it says Lux Bohemian?
But it says, I don't know.
Because I've seen, where it described dresses like this as bohemian because of the top going down into the waist.
I think with the print too, I think it's definitely that boho.
Oh, they make a lot of ski clothing, their website.
Good to know.
Yeah, it's just whenever you get a piece that is worth a lot of money, you don't want to just put it up right away and let it fly, because you don't want to lose out. I mean, I'm not going to lose out anything. I got it for free, but I don't want to lose out on money that I can make. I don't want to put it up for $5 and then it could have sold for 150. I got an online auction. Yeah. Well, that's good that you have a place to go, at least,
Yeah.
to do some sourcing.
And that's the thing that I kind of have to be open to. When I moved to California and when I moved to North Carolina, I mean, yes, there are Goodwill bins, but maybe auctions are going to be plentiful in my in whatever area I'm going to be at. Maybe maybe yard sales are going to be plentiful, and that's the way to go. There's yeah, you have to be willing to adapt to the area that you're going to be in, and possibly change your whole business model because of that. That is awesome. She picked up some test equipment from a police auction a couple of months ago, paid $1,200 and sold for $5,000. Made $3,600 after fees.
That's
That
awesome.
is very, very good. Oh, Tim says, seeing the same dress on Poshmark that was marked $75, but says not for sale now.
Okay. Thank you for that, Tim. I just did a random, I was doing random Google searches and thought that if it, if a dress like that was on there, it'd bring up Poshmark, but I didn't see anything.
And you can look on Macari too and see if there's anything
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, that might be an option too. That's awesome, Tim. He did a dumpster dive yesterday by the college. The field hockey team threw tons of stuff away, sticks, girdles. Girdles? I don't know. Maybe. Pants. I hope I got that right. So that's awesome. Did you get any of that stuff? That's awesome if you did.
Wow. Good morning,
But yeah.
Sassy.
Yeah, good morning. So you might want to put that out there again about the show name, because there's some, you know, other people are coming in. So
If you have a suggestion for what we should call the Facebook group, because right now it's called Thriftin' Bitches of Reselling, and if you're not a member of that, you need to go to Facebook and put in Thriftin' Bitches of Reselling and ask to be a member. But we are going to change the name of the group. And so if you have any suggestions of what we should call it, you can enter it in here, and I'm going to make a poll, and we're going to pick a name as a group. I don't know if I should leave this kind of responsibility to you guys. I don't know. Just kidding. Dumpster diving divas. Well, that only goes for me.
yeah, Sally is the dumpster diver. I don't just because there's not anything like that around here that, you know, people are gonna. I'd have to travel 60 miles to get to a dumpster, you know, a decent dumpster anyway. And more my luck, they probably would be locked. So
Yeah, well.
that is Sally's forte.
Yeah, we're not gonna let Jason pick a name. That's for sure. I don't
Megan
trust him
wants.
with that responsibility.
Oh my gosh, should have known. Yeah. Megan says, "Why are you changing it?" And then Beth says, "You know, fishing and picking will pick something like Amish women of reselling." Oh my gosh, this is so true. Yeah, I mean, you know, Megan, we just, I mean, when we started the group, we based the name on a, you know, basically me and Sally. Not to say that we're bitches or anything, but you
I
know,
am.
I, but you know what I mean. I mean, it was really, really that name we picked because it was different and it wasn't like run of the mill, you know, of what everybody else was doing, you know. So we thought it would get people's attention, you know. But now, since the group has kind of evolved into, you know, a lot of people in the group, we just feel like maybe we need to, you know, change the name so it goes along with the group, not so much me and Sally. So,
Yeah. The group's evolved, so we feel like we need to evolve too. Evolve the name, you know.
yeah, absolutely. Did you get any sales yesterday, Sally?
Yeah, I got 2.
Good. Good, good. I got 6 yesterday.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. 6 yesterday. Yep. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Blackberry Thistle Tea says, I like the original name.
Okay, I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write down. Just keep it.
Right. Sassy Sellers, 7 sales, 4 paid for, all between $3 and $7 profit. So not big winner. Hey, but you know what? They're sellers. That's the important thing. Sometimes it's not. I know the money is important, but it's more about, you know, you're selling stuff, and that's good. Exactly.
Sale's a sale.
A sale's a sale.
Yeah, I was happy to get 2 yesterday.
Yeah. I think there was 2 of mine that were auction, and then the rest of them were just regular sales. But I'm running a lot more auctions now. I was usually running about 50 to 75, and right now I've got 144 auctions. So,
Awesome.
Just changing it up a little bit. I figure if it doesn't sell in auction, then, I can always change it over to the buy it now.
Yep. I'm still not seeing this same dress. So that's what's kind of throwing me off. And I'm thinking that it's maybe a vintage piece or something where, there's just not very many around or something. But because you would think, because it's very pretty, you would think that, if there was some out there, that they'd be somewhere. Know what I mean, Vern?
Yep.
I was hoping that I wasn't on mute just now and that I was talking to myself.
Nope. Nope. Yeah,
Yeah, some days just suck.
Beth says if I make a sale, or if I make $1, that's one more dollar than what I had. So that's exactly right. Oh.
That's why I really consider, especially me, because if I pay for inventory, it's not much. So if I get a offer, I have to really consider, if it's something that, is a profit at all. Hey, it's a profit, and I think that instigates other sales.
Right.
It like shows as activity or something whenever you get a sale.
Yeah, I definitely think that stimulates it. So you get one sale, and I think that's one of the reasons why you usually, not all the time, but usually you'll get you get a sale and then not. Oh my gosh, sorry. That was
with that.
attack of the yawns. Um, um, but I think that stimulates more sales, and it's almost like a snowball.
Yeah.
It just kind of accumulates and keeps on going.
Yeah, this is not a mall brand. This brand is a brand where it's a designer brand.
Hmm.
They have models on runways showing their their stuff. So it's definitely designer.
Margo.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't ship it for what they're offering you, I mean, I try to be more like uh, I don't know. I don't know what the word would be, but like I, I'll say, thank you for your offer. Um, just so you know, it has free shipping and has a sale on it, 50% off sale or whatever it is. And, it's listed for this much. And, just try to, basically tell them that it's not enough,
Hmm.
in a roundabout way. Yeah.
I really think that people just kind of um, find out if they just do it to see
Oh,
if
yeah.
they get it.
Yeah. They're just trying to haggle.
Yeah.
I'm going to go pee real quick.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry about the yawning. Um, yeah, Sally has a good way of how she puts that, and she still makes it um, polite, civil. I mean, you want to say something completely different, but those are our customers, and so you can't really do that. But I've actually sent, and it probably wasn't the best way to do it, but I've sent messages to people saying, look, I'm not in the business of giving stuff away for free. I'm not doing this out of the kindness of my heart. I'm doing this to make a living. And, if you don't want it, that's fine, but I'm not going to give it to you. And I can't remember if they bought it anyway or not. Probably not. I assume they probably got ticked off because I said that, but yeah, it just seems like right now, I think eBay is definitely starting to pick up. July wasn't a bad month for me. June was slow. June was pretty rough. But it wasn't horrible. July was good, and I was on vacation for what, 10 days. So for being that, it wasn't bad. Um, I really am a stickler about, making sure you have activity. Making sure you have that activity and making sure that you have, um, your keywords right, and make sure, things on your listings are right. Your all of your business what is that? Business policies and stuff like that. Everything's clear. Let's see. Sassy says, I had one of those yesterday. $5 bid for something listed at $12. Shipping and fees would have told it $8. Clearance item. Yeah. I really don't drink a whole lot of coffee, which that'll probably change soon because, it's getting cooler. So I might have to start drinking some of that. But I drink tea, um, good old sweet tea. And so that's what I drink in the morning, but it may just not have enough caffeine for me. I actually slept. Yesterday was probably, or last night was probably one of the best sleeps I've had for a while. So I slept clear through the night, but I woke up at 4:30. Coben says July was one of my best months ever. That didn't have one super huge sale. Can't wait to see how things go after summer ends. Your body wants more of that sleep. I'm sure. I average about 5 hours a night. Because usually I go to bed at midnight and then I wake up at 5. So, um, but I have a lot to do, and I work. I work in I guess you could say like segments. I do some work like I'll start. Well, I kind of started my day about 7 as far as working goes. Got that. Started work, do the show. By the time the show comes on, I'm tired. And sometimes I'm gonna admit to you, I take a nap. Um, about an hour nap, and then I get up and eat lunch usually, and then get back in here and start working some more. Um, so, really my goal is to have at least 10 to 11 listings by the time the show is done, by the time 10 o'clock rolls around. If I can have 11 listings done, pictured, up and running, then I think that's pretty reasonable. Um, but, I have to work towards that because it's definitely not something that gets done all the time. What the heck was that? Oh, it was the dog. He looked like he was a lot taller than that. Looked like a little kid running through the house. And I ain't got no little kids. Um, and then, I actually want to have 33 listings per day. Um, that's what I work towards. So if I can get that, that would be optimal. Florida Hidden Treasures, Margot. So I'm going to be super busy today through Monday, but I still need to work on eBay. Any tips? So are you going to be at home? So I was going to say, if you're going to be at home, even though you're going to be busy, so what you could do is do some drafts. Um, do 10 or 15 drafts, and then through the day you can make live 5 items. Yeah. So when you go home, when you're at home, go and draft 5 things, or however you do it. If you take pictures first, or if you draft first, however it works for you. Make them live, and just do that with 5 items. And before you know it, you'll have 20 things listed. Um, or even just do 10 things. That's still a good number of listings. And just put, do a couple, even if it's just 2 at a time, you come home, um, before you get busy doing anything else, go in there and make 2 drafts of items and go take the pictures and make them live. And then, go about your business and then come back, if you're able to. Just try to work that into your day. So that's one way to do it. And that's something that I do usually throughout the day is, because I clean the house and I clean the yard and all of this stuff. So I try to do a little bit here and then go back and then a little bit more and then come back. So that's just kind of the way I do a lot of it. Exactly. Especially if you have I don't have any kids here, no grandkids or anything here. So it's just me and the dogs. Now the dogs are kind of needy
Mm-hmm.
because they're just dogs, but they're still needy. Um, so what I try to do is I try to, take care of things and then come back and do a little bit more and then do a couple more things and then come back and do a few more listings. So, and it's taken us some, me and Sally both, it's taken us some time to try to figure out. I mean, like Sally, she has a full-time job. So, it's difficult for her because she works at night. So when she works at night, she comes home, she does the show, and then, by then she's probably exhausted. And then, I don't know. Sometimes she goes to sleep right after the show, and sometimes she doesn't. So,
Yeah.
but there's definitely some ways to, incorporate a couple of listings every so often. And it'll also help your store because it'll say, oh, she's being active, on her store throughout the day. So
Yeah, I didn't see Mother's Mustache says, Sally, I thought you were trying to identify the brand. It keeps coming up as Jet Set Diaries dress. Did you see that? Yes, I did. Mine just says Jet Set. It doesn't say the Jet Set. It just says Jet Set. And a lot of them say, a lot of the ones that I can find, the tag says the Jet Set Diaries or TJD. Yeah, that's what I think that's what I'm going to try and do next is match up the picture of the label with Google. I know you can do that.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to do that right now, actually.
Well, Nikki's gone. Wonder if we lost her. I'm gonna send another. Should I send another invite out to her?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, just in case she lost service or something.
Yeah.
Tim says the Jet Set website has no dresses as of now. It's all winter items. Says it's located in St. Moritz.
Um. Because I found dresses on the site, so I'm not sure if we're looking at two different sites or what. The site that I seen was the diaries though, Jet Set Diaries. And so I could be on the wrong thing. But like Valerie says, you know, especially with like Anthropologie, I went on the Anthropologie website, seen how many clothing collaborations and clothing labels that they have. Holy cow, just a ton, probably at least 250, 300. So, and Jet Set is one of them. They have collaborations with Anthropologie. But Valerie, if you need a break, you can go take a break.
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
Okay.
I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to find just Jet Set. How you doing, Nikki?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right. Where are you off to today?
You take my brother-in-law to work.
Well, fun.
Yeah, he calls me and tells me, yeah, I need a minute. So I'm like, well, thanks for the notice. So I gotta take a shower and stuff, so I don't know what you're gonna do.
Oh my gosh.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm all right. I actually slept all night again, so
That's good.
I kind of.
Well,
kind
yeah,
of,
but
kind
yeah,
of
that's
not.
not getting on your schedule, though, is it?
No, I have to work tonight at 10, so I'm gonna have to try and take a little nap or something later. But
You gotta get tired fast, huh?
yeah, true.
Run around the block a couple times.
Yeah, right.
Oh wait, we don't want you dead. We want you tired.
Yeah. Like it was very hard for me to go to sleep last night. I didn't end up going to sleep until like 10 o'clock, but I set my alarm for 3 o'clock in the morning, and it had like 3 snoozes on it, and I still missed it. And I told Brandon, I kind of got mad at Brandon because I thought he had probably turned it off on me. And he's like, no, I slept through it too because I didn't hear anything. I'm like, crap, we must have been dead to the world last night.
Whoops.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to wake up at 3, but yeah, it just didn't happen.
What's wrong with Valerie? Is she sick
Nothing.
or something?
No, she's just tired.
Oh.
She went to go take a break. A breathing treatment, if you will.
I'm starting to get another cold.
Sounds like it.
It doesn't help that I smoke.
Yeah.
My dad always tells me, that's why you keep getting cold, because you smoke those damn cigarettes. Those stinky cigarettes. Throw them damn things away.
Oh, God.
I had to say goodbye to your brother and sister. I want to say goodbye to you, too. Well, morning.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find this label still. I really should just give up looking for it and just let the buyer find it, you know.
What label are you looking for?
It's called Jet Set.
Yeah.
And there's other dresses that are called no, that is not her side boyfriend. It's called Jet Set Diaries. But this is just Jet Set, and I can't find it anywhere. But I'm just thinking about just listing it and list it for high, because the other ones are like 175, 150, something like that. So just have to see. You're in and out. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just leave this as is. I'll probably do the matchup with Google Images and see if I can do it that way and see anything. But other than that, I think I'm done with it because I've already spent so much time on it. And I mean, it's definitely worth it if you think you have something, but
Is that better?
yeah.
Anyways, I was going to say you might as well go for the gusto, because you can always bring it down if you need to.
Yeah. Tim says, watching BuzzFeed video, woman buys mystery boxes off of eBay. Yeah, eBay.
Don't do it.
eBay does not like mystery boxes.
eBay is not okay with mystery boxes at all. There's rules. You need to read the rules. They're not allowed. They haven't been for years. So just be very, very careful with that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure that you don't do that. I mean, they used to do it all the time in older eBay. And then people started complaining, that they weren't getting what they were paying for. And, basically they could send you a piece of shit in a box and, and they don't have to do anything with it because they're basically, saying, we're going to pick what we give you. And you just have to be okay with it. So I would not suggest doing.
There's, on the policy it says grab bags. Grab bags can be done if you explain what's in there and the condition and everything. But I wouldn't even try it. It's skirting on the edge of the rules, and eBay frowns upon it really bad. And you're going to end up getting your account banned. They won't even mess around. They'll just ban you right away.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Megan. Megan says that Jet Set could be a part of what the material is. I know. I mean, but You know what's funny is the people that did what is it called? Cards Against Humanity or whatever it's called. The people that made that, they every year they do like a donation thing to where people will pay for people will send donations basically, and when you send a donation you get something back in the mail. They sent everybody I think it was either a piece of coal or because it was like Christmas time or whatever, and they said they were going to send coal to everybody because they weren't being good or something. I don't know. It was just some fucked up thing. But anyways, last year they did a thing to where they dug a hole, and it said that as long as donations were coming in, they would keep digging the hole with a forklift kind of thing. Not a forklift, not a tractor. What is it called? A dump truck. They would keep digging this hole as long as they were getting donations. And they sent everybody like a piece of dirt for their donation. So, yeah. I mean, people pay for, I mean, obviously you weren't doing it to pay for a piece of dirt or piece of coal, but they were doing it just for donation. All right, Beth, you have a good time, and we'll see you when you get back, probably. Yeah, I'd lose my mind if I got a piece of shit in the box. But whenever you do that, whenever you buy mystery boxes, that's basically what you're getting. You might as well say, I'm probably going to get a piece of shit. Yeah. Coben says, I've given up trying to figure out why people do the things they do. Well, I never give up because I'm kind of a person where I'm always trying to figure out why people do the things they do. And I'll sit there and tear it apart until I come up with some sort of solution or some sort of reason why they do something.
I don't know. I think these mystery boxes are opening yourself up for item not as described, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand a junk drawer a lot because you lay it out on a table and you take pictures of what's actually in the junk drawer a lot. But mystery box, I mean, somebody's not happy. I mean, they're going to open up item not as described. You know, I don't know.
And they'll win. They'll win too because, you're not describing the item.
Yeah.
You're not describing what you're sending to them, even though you say mystery.
Yeah.
eBay doesn't like mystery. So
yeah, and it doesn't matter anyway because you got to have 30-day returns or 60 day now or whatever. So you got to take the return anyway. So to me, it looks like a good way to.
And even if you don't take returns, you still have eBay will make you.
Yeah, they're gonna make you. You're gonna take.
They're gonna make you. I can tell you this. When it first started with the item not as described, I did argue a couple because I'm like, well, this flat out isn't true. They're just using this so they don't have to pay the return postage. eBay is very polite with you. The customer service is very nice, and in the end, you pay for the return postage. I mean, it's pretty much carte blanche. They're going to get it returned for free. eBay is not going to cut you. I mean, it would have. At least I thought I had some real concrete cases, and they just kind of blew me off.
So
they're like, no, we're really for the buyer. Have a nice life. Thank you for selling on eBay. Goodbye.
It's worth the frustration fighting. Not that we get very many returns.
Yeah, it's not worth the half an hour you're going to spend with customer service, and you're not going to win anyway, so you might as well just take it back.
No.
Coben says, shortly after I started reselling, I came across a package of Yankee Candle air fresheners that go on the back of a Roomba. I said to myself, no one is going to buy this. It was selling for $20 on Amazon. I sent it in and sold it in a week.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
No. Not at all.
No.
Something like that is definitely going to sell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a bunch of that this fall. I bought a bunch of the simmering wax. They're like wafer bars, I'll call them. They run super clear. I bought them at a feed store that at a garden center and stuff. And I don't have any of those left. I mean, they sell very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mystery stuff is overrated.
It's shady. It's shady when you're stepping off because you're selling something you know they wouldn't buy if they could see it. I mean, from stepping off, it's a. I mean, it's like these get-rich computer money schemes. I mean, stepping off. If it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. It's probably a duck. You know, mystery boxes smell of scam. So I would just avoid. Yeah, I would not put it on my thing. I would definitely. I'm with Nikki on this one, 100%. Do not mess with it.
Now, back when mystery boxes were okay, and they were allowed, and everything was just hunky dory, boy, you made a lot of money on mystery boxes. But it's not worth it now. They'll ban your account in a hell of a hurry.
Yeah.
When I take a picture, I like to lay it out. What's in the picture is what you know you're going to get. I don't try to do any mystery boxes or like if it's a junk jewelry lot, it's all laid out. You can see what you get. I don't put it in a jar or anything against. I'm not saying anything bad about that. I want the buyer to know exactly this is what I'm going to get.
Or if there's damage on one side, you don't take pictures of the side where there's damage. You know what I mean, to conceal it. We never do that. I mean, we want the buyer to know exactly what they're getting because we're upfront. We're not trying to scam anybody. I would totally avoid that. You said, Nikki, with that other stuff that you're selling earlier, I mean, yeah, that's kind of a gag. I mean, I will not call it a gag. I mean, maybe some people take that more seriously, but it's kind of lighthearted. I mean, it's not like real serious stuff. But yeah, if the person thinks they're getting like, if you say, oh yeah, I have at least $200 worth of electronics and it's a bunch of broken motherboards or something, I mean, they're going to be mad when they get it, you know?
Yeah.
There's so many easier ways to make money than that. I would definitely. There's a million other ways I would do it before I do that.
Yeah, not worth
Fishing and Pickin says, does anyone do the junk drawer boxes?
I've done like, I call it like junk jewelry lots or stuff like that. So I guess kind of that's like a junk drawer lot. I think I might have put junk drawer lot in I haven't done one in a long time.
Taking it to the thrift store, donate.
Yeah.
When can we see Jim on cam?
Jim's got his own laptop, but the problem is if I have mine on too, now it does some kind of weird feedback.
And I'm packing right now, so if I turn it on, I mean, I'm going to be away from it anyway.
Yeah, he's
I'm packing boxes right now.
He's in a pack of Palooza. He's walking around, so you got to have him from the background.
Blackberry Thistle Tea says, if you want surprises, buy a storage unit.
Yeah. Or even box lots at the auction. You know, you can go to the auction and get box lots that you haven't looked through, and it's just like Christmas morning.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you send my pictures over?
They're coming here. Okay. Nikki, I will tell you this though. I've seen people bitch about their box lots. I've seen people go to the auction with the box lots saying, "Oh, this isn't what I thought. You said it was this when you were calling it or whatever." They'll bring back a box lot. So, I mean, of course, they're going to return these mystery boxes because no customer is ever going to admit. Well, I shouldn't say none. 99.9% are never going to admit it's their fault. It's always got to be somebody else's fault. Just let me think of how it's somebody else's fault. Give me a minute.
He had this oversized low douchebag who decided to pull out in front of us, and now he's like taking up the whole frickin' road.
Oh boy.
Oh, Jim is just always naked. I wish.
No, he does have a.
It's 51 degrees out. I'm definitely wearing clothes today.
Oh shit!
It's supposed to be up
He's
like
wearing a shirt that says Moose Knuckle on it.
I would never sit.
The male version of the camel toe, and then it says, "Want to see me pull an 8-pointer out of my hat?"
Anyway, my desk chair. I mean, like if I wear a dress shirt, I always wear a t-shirt underneath because I do not like armpit to dress shirt contact. I always need an undershirt in between. And unlike my desk chair, I always like that. I'm going to have pants on. I will not sit on my office chair nude because I don't want my bare butt on my submission. It's high.
Yeah, that's cool.
So clothes are like your condom.
Yeah, it's like
Stay safe.
I don't keep my dirt from the seat.
Protect
and the
yourself.
from my body oil.
You don't sit on porous surfaces with no pants on.
Yeah. No. I don't like
Nikki?
walking around my house in my underwear. I don't know. I'll put on jogging pants or shorts. I don't like walking around in my underwear either.
Nikki,
Now-
Fishing and Picking want to know if you ran into the peeing gal at the auction last night.
No, she stayed in the truck.
Oh my God.
She's probably busy doing other stuff after she got done peeing.
Well, they were over there making out in the truck and stuff. I don't know what he was doing with her, but they were getting pretty hot and heavy over there in the truck. Like, whatever. Go home.
Classy.
Go home and go to bed if you want.
Where are you
Don't
gonna
do it
take?
in the auction parking lot.
Yeah, where are you gonna take me on a date? I'll go pee in the parking lot. We'll make out in the bushes by the auction house.
I felt like going over and giving her boyfriend a baby wipe and say, "Here, you better clean it first."
Oh.
I like when she gets up. She does that weird like prancer dancer runaway. It looks like she's high stepping.
Yeah.
It was funny. Oh, God, that was hilarious. He was at the auction most of the night, though.
Buy anything good?
I got a really cool lamp for my living room.
Well, that's good.
Good.
Otherwise, I just got some boxes of shit.
Yeah.
Probably stuff that I'll put in my flea market.
There you go.
It really wasn't that great of an auction last night. If you were a furniture buyer, it would have been awesome. If I would have more room, yeah, I would have been able to buy some really nice retro furniture, but I don't have room for furniture right now. I'd have to rent another damn storage shed.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
No.
Right, Cody?
Although I do like those $300 carports, so I think if I ever do need more space, I'll just get one of those.
Right, Cody?
Yeah.
But if I do things right, I should need more space. I should have plenty of space.
No.
Come on, get the hell out of
What do
the
you guys
way.
think about changing the name of the group?
Sure.
No.
Jim doesn't want it to change, but
I don't think there's anything wrong with the name, but it's up to you guys. It's your group.
Well, that'll be an option.
what are you doing? Putting it to vote on Facebook?
Yeah.
I didn't vote on the amount of time you guys had. And you put that thing up for voting on because I don't know. I feel like weird, like telling you, "Oh, yes, you should make your show this amount of time for,
No.
for my pleasure." You know, it's like I feel weird requesting that. You know, it's up to you
It's
guys.
just-
I mean, how much time you invest.
Well, I know, but I just wanted to see what everybody else thought. That's the whole point of it. You know, just kind of seeing what everybody else thinks about it.
You guys trying to get more professional on us or what?
No. Sherry wants to know, Jim likes being a thrifting bitch. It's not mean. It doesn't mean that.
He's part of the girls group.
What's
one of the girls?
Elton John. That Elton John song, "The Bitch Is Back." It's an awesome song.
No, you're not right now. If you're soft now. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's just that I know that there's there's some older guys in here, and there's also I mean, there's people of all ages in here. Actually,
Yeah.
we have people of all ages, and some, and I know everybody's cool with us because if they weren't, then Jason says Jim is my bitch.
That's more creepy that Jason wants Jim to be his bitch.
I think we should get together and send all the guys t-shirts that say "Thrifting Bitches Reselling."
Jason, you can be my wing bitch anytime.
Yeah, so I mean, it might not be a best name for the group now that we know we kind of, have evolved. The group has evolved.
Yeah.
So, and the group has grown and we have a lot of different people in here. And I just think that it would be better if we had a name that described all of us,
Oh man, this sounds like the talk the Beatles had just before the band broke up. Sorry, Ringo.
It's not you, it's me.
Dude, yeah.
Mission of Pickett says Jim is going to start his own group called the Thriftin' Dicks.
It's like, yeah, that's a good idea.
You used to have
What about
this drinking club, and they called it, what was it, Cowboy Club? They called it the Cowboy Club. It was like a party.
Because none of us wanted to be in a fraternity, so we started our own group. But one of the things was to be a cowboy. This is so horrible. Okay, horrible alert. If you're easily offended. One of the things you had to do to get in the club, it didn't cost any money, but there was a few things you had to do. And one of the things, because it was the Cowboys, the Native American versus Cowboys thing or whatever. So you had to take something from a Native American. Was one of the rules. Well, in our dormitory, we only had one guy, and he was super nice. So you just go up there and talk to him, and you take something stupid like a pencil or something, and then we'd give it back, but you had to do it. And then we did remove that restriction because eventually, like 2 weeks later, he wound up joining our club. Well, then since he was a member, it didn't make so much sense taking anything. It was not very serious. It was about as serious as like Monty Python.
Did you send those pictures?
Yeah, you got them.
I don't know. Why are you thinking of Brokeback Mountain right now?
What?
It's not like Brokeback Mountain.
I knew what you meant.
People watch that movie.
Isn't that a shocker? Wow. I've never seen
He won't watch it. Yeah.
I won't watch that or Hope Floats.
Oh, Hope Floats is good.
Yeah, it is a good movie.
He calls it shit floats.
This girl took me home with her, and she's like, "Oh, we gotta watch this movie. It's really good." And of course, I got a few in me. She turns out I watched about 5 minutes of it. I'm like, they should call this movie Shit Floats. It didn't work out. I wound up sleeping on the couch. Nothing happened. Yeah, I killed it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, and then tell her what you asked her.
Oh,
this is good. Yeah.
Well, it was getting late. I'm like, are we gonna do something or what? Because I gotta work in the morning. She's like, well, I don't want to mess up our friendship. I'm like, good. That's all I needed. Do you have somewhere you can sleep like a couch? She's like, yeah, over there. Good night. Before we have to watch another. Then I think she got like one of those ones, Terms of Endearment or Steel Magnolias.
Oh God!
Don't you have any VH? Don't you like whatever they call the digital recording TiVo, the View or something? You can watch that. I'm like, let me out of here.
Hey Jim. Hey Jim.
Yeah.
I heard you like Google Gaga.
Yeah, I told her about that.
Oh no, you said that baby talk lady?
Baby talk
oh my god. She was stalking him after me and Jim were already dating for like a few, because she was from Florida, but she'd be up here for the summer, late into the fall. So that fall we first started seeing each other. He had that one, and he had another one we called Krusty that was after him. She'd be wearing like these Dollar Tree lacy underwears and be like, and she had this cracky voice because I think she did drugs. She'd be like, and she smoked.
I know she did.
Okay, well, I'm trying to be nice.
And I mean, not the nice kind. Not like she sparked up a bowl. She was sparking up a bowl, all right, a white rock. I mean, she had that real raspy, hey, baby. You know, I mean, her throat was all burnt from smoking crack.
So she had him chasing him. She had her chasing him around for a while, too.
Yes, and I protected my honor with that one. Nothing ever happened.
That's funny.
I don't think I'd want to sleep with a woman that I gotta call Krusty.
I don't know. How did you get that name? I don't want to say her first name. It rhymes with her first name.
It sort of rhymes with her first name.
Yeah, I don't want to. In case she's out there somewhere.
The names have been changed to protect me.
Yeah, Coban, you have a good time sourcing and hope you find something really good. Lots of things that are really good. Nothing like burnt crack throat sound.
Well, when you hear it, you'll recognize it. She probably smoked about 4 packs of cigarettes a day and smoked crack at some time, so you can imagine what it sounded like.
Yeah.
She was telling me about these guys that she was seeing, okay? And this is down in the northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, where we have crime. You know, we don't have crime up here or whatever. But she's like, yeah, and then their pit bulls got in a fight in the kitchen, and there was blood, and they were crazy, and blah, blah. And then finally, I mean, I looked at her, I'm like, where were you? What part, like, what neighborhood were you in? So I got the... So what were you guys all doing? Were you drinking? Oh yeah, we're drinking. We're smoking crack. Well, okay, yeah, got you. Now I see. I got a clear picture now. I gotta get going. I think I hear my mom calling.
Funny.
Yeah, she was something. I probably could have learned a lot, but a little too fast for me.
She drove him home one night. This is before we're going out. So he's like, I'm not doing anything with this girl. So he goes on his bed and pretends that he's asleep while she's playing his Pac-Man machine.
I had a Pac-Man arcade machine in my bedroom and a jukebox.
Anyway, so he's like, yeah. And then she's like trying to wake me up. He goes, I just like played like I was dead, like I was sound asleep. And then finally she just wandered away and left.
Oh my God.
That was my only defense. I didn't know what else to do.
It's like when a bear attacks.
Well, yeah, this is one of those things where you're piled up. It seems like a good idea, but all of a sudden now you're sobering up, realizing what in the hell was I thinking?
Oh, the things that we did.
Yeah.
Well, I'd been dating a girl. I'd been with her for 16 years. We were dating for 2 years, and we were married for 14. And she just, out of a blue sky, met this other guy. Adios. You know, so you're all, yeah, crackers, you know, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs or whatever. Yeah, and so you start running around going out. And it was during that period of my life. I had a lot of fun, but some of the stuff I'm not super proud of. I would definitely not do that stuff today.
What are you doing under there? No. Where's that frog? She needs something to chew on. No, and you're not chewing on that either. Here, here's your frog. Yeah, you get it. Get it.
3 thumbs down?
Oh no! How'd that happen?
What the heck?
I killed your show. Sorry.
It's the stories of Jim. Good one, Jim.
You should change the name to the Thrifting Bitches of Resell without Jim. You'll double your subs overnight.
Funny stuff.
Yeah, good stories. Ribbit. Ribbit.
Yeah.
I had to get me some coffee. Get me some caffeine
Yeah.
going.
I don't have my second cup now.
Caffeine in my blood.
I do want to say before the show ends, now is the time to get your stores chock full of stuff, because the better days are coming. The busy days are coming fast.
I hope so, damn it. I'm ready.
We're going to start buying everything, so get those stores filled up.
I guess it's good that we're having a 24-hour show on Monday.
That's right.
Oh, we're having a 20-hour. Holy crap.
Oh, you didn't know about this? 8 a.m. Monday to 8 a.m. Tuesday.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
you just come whenever you can, you know, but
oh my God, you're not. So when it's 8 a.m. Tuesday, you're not going to then start Valerie's show, are you?
well,
Yeah, you may want to cancel the next show. Just saying.
Just saying.
I don't want to be bossy, but
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it open.
No, God. Oh my God.
See what happens.
Well, it's another couple hours after you did 24, you know.
Yeah.
I cannot do 24 hours. I know that.
You're gonna be like Jerry Lewis, telethon.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, turn the super chat on so you get some.
Yep. I wish I could.
Do the tote board. Send donations to my PayPal account.
Set up a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Mary says my plan on Sunday is to list all I can.
Good.
That's good. That's a good plan.
Yeah, because now's the time to do it, because the sales are coming. August is one of my best months.
Really?
Especially for Christmas. I saw a lot of Christmas in July and August. Not this year because I don't have anything listed, but yeah, in years past, July and August have been my best Christmas months. But they also have been one of my best-selling months too. August especially, because kids are going back to school now. You know, people are staying home. And September is only just, what, 3 weeks away?
Yeah, that's
so, you know.
Yeah, you'll get a little slow down right now because everybody's trying to cram in that last family vacation, or the grandparents are taking the grandkids to a theme park for the last time or whatever for the summer. But yeah, that's all going to clear out real quick. Like you said, it's going to pick up. Last 2 weeks of August are usually excellent. First 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, the last 2 weeks in August is when it'll really pick up. So keep your momentum going and keep listing, keep that activity going.
I'm building a mystery box right now.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my God, we're gonna get in so much trouble.
Man, that coffee's good.
Mm-hmm.
That is just what I needed.
That's good.
I hit the spot.
Mystery box.
Yeah.
You don't get in trouble.
Oh.
My brother-in-law said, Jim, you need to put the whips and chains in the mystery box, and they'll like them.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I didn't want to say it before because I don't want to sound dirty.
Well, I think we did another one.
No, I'm not saying that. But we were talking about the mystery box, and you were talking about your mystery boxes yesterday. You know, like if you did a mystery box, guaranteed $200 worth of products, and you send the people like $200 worth of like dildos or something, I mean, they open the box and they'll be like, item not as described. Get the shit out of here. You know, perception of the person that's doing the box.
All right, that's done for the day.
Too many sausages, not enough tacos.
Ew.
Okay.
Okay, stop.
That was Nikki's line.
I remember I had a friend that used to get me on that. Do you prefer sausage or tacos? And I'm like, I really like tacos, but yeah, I guess, you know.
Have you watched Sausage Party?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my God, it's so
What a
good.
terrible.
Yeah, it is
terrible
so
movie.
my son wants to watch it,
He
and we're like,
begs
no
us.
way, no way.
'Cause
I know.
We'll let him watch
The
something.
problem is all these people when it first came out took their kids to it.
Oh my God, yeah. It's,
Mhm.
I previewed it. I thought, well, maybe if it's not that bad or whatever, you know. 'Cause
maybe it was tongue in cheek.
you know,
or
we're not
something
super
like that.
strict. I'm like, oh, no way. No. Especially that thing with that, what's her face?
The taco.
Yeah, the taco in the bun. I'm like, yeah, no, this will not. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's not something my 9-year-old needs to see.
Yeah, because I mean, like our sons watch Deadpool, which a lot of people wouldn't let their kid watch Deadpool. We let him. It doesn't really have any. It has one sex scene in it. And we make him cover his eyes. So anyway, Sausage Fest was way over. Or no way.
When my oldest son was like 8, we wound up going down to Madison, and it's called a Henry Vilas Zoo, and it's a zoo in Madison, and we're at the monkey cage, and I'm watching the monkeys, and they're doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and I look down at my son, who's holding my hand, and he's not looking at the monkeys at all. I'm like, well, geez, these monkeys are doing all sorts of crazy stuff. This kid loves monkeys. Why isn't he looking at the monkey cage? I look over, and there's this girl who had cornrows, looked like Bo Derek. I mean, had her figure. I mean, very attractive woman. And she was with this other, and this was in the middle of summer, so it's blazing hot. They're in tank tops and shorts. And this other African-American girl, also very pretty. And I mean, they are locked. I mean, they are flat out, full embrace, making out. And my son is just, his jaws just dropped. I looked over there, and I looked at my kid. I'm like, well, I guess I wouldn't be watching a monkey cage either. That was something.
Was that a proud dad moment?
Yeah. High five.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, yep, that's my boy.
I had to do something with his computer, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to do the JPG search, you know, the asterisk.jpg to pull up all the picture search. Oh, yeah, and I found him, his stashed file or whatever. Well, man, was I proud. I mean, we're talking top shelf showgirls. Nothing weird. Just real, like, top shelf. Like, wow, this kid has class. You know, no amateur stuff or anything. It's really the best of the best. Like, oh, that's so much.
Me and my sister, we used to have this. We used to send each other pictures that guys would send us every time we chatted with somebody. You know, they instantly, oh, here's my picture, dick pic. You know, I mean, it was always being sent dick pics. Nobody ever just sent a picture of themselves. You know, so me and my sister, we would send, look at what I got sent. You know, and we'd laugh.
And I've never talked to a single girl who was like, oh, yeah, I'm so glad when they send me one of those.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like,
chicks don't like that.
No.
They don't.
No, once somebody sent me a naked pic, I wouldn't talk to them anymore.
Yep.
Because that means all they want to talk about is.
Yeah, I don't know.
A guy who sends you a picture of their dick don't want a committed relationship. Well, not that I was married. I wasn't trying to.
Going to be like, oh wow, look at that dick. Oh wow, I really want to get with that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
No girl ever says that. No one.
Show a picture of yourself at your alma mater, and underneath saying, "I can get your kid into my old school." You know, that's the kind of shit that impresses chicks. Like, oh, you can, like that. You're turning me on.
I have financial security. I own a house or something. But yeah.
There you go. That's a lot more attractive.
No.
What?
Did Jason post the picture?
What's your number?
Get with me, Jason. I'll give it to you.
Oh, boy.
You better not. I'm changing that shit right now.
The 8375309.
8675309.
Yeah, there you go.
Get it right, Jim.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes the wrong number's better. Door number 2. Could be bad. Okay, 14.
Did you get any listing done, Sally?
No.
Okay. Then I don't feel so bad.
But I'm still working on it.
I got this.
Yeah.
I got this shirt. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I mean, it's Victoria Beckham is the brand, but I liked what it had on it.
You know who Victoria Beckham is, right?
It's a spice.
Oh yeah, is that possible?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't connect it.
Yep.
So there's the shirt with all these bees on it. I thought, well, okay.
Yeah.
Somebody will like that.
Are you sure it's a shirt or a dress?
No, it's just a shirt. It's just like a cami.
Oh.
Like a little tank shirt. But it's new with tags.
Cool.
It's like 007, but it could be 807.
Oh,
I can't tell.
Son of a bitch.
Who the hell's gonna care?
They're gonna care because it goes.
But it is a collaboration with Target though. But I mean,
That's
it'll go.
right.
It'll go for a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Grandma Magic Classic says, I got a small Bolo Disney chess set board game, bought it for $1 and have been slowly selling each piece for $1 or only a $3 profit, but one listing and a lot of pieces. Yep, that's true.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, did you mean to put that Mother's Mustache? Read that message that you typed. I don't know if that's what you did. You mean to put longest? I don't know.
Well, she said 27 years now. So.
Oh, okay. I took it the wrong way. Like, way the other way.
What did it say?
It says, my longest guy friend sends me a dick pic about 2 times a year. So you see where I'm coming from. I see longest and I see dick pic. That's all I see. I don't see any of the other stuff. So, you know.
It's like a bulletin board with them arranged in sizes, longest to short.
Yeah, exactly.
My longest guy.
That's
just
why
thinking,
he's your longest guy friend.
I'm just thinking, what is she trying to say?
At least I'm not the only one who's crying.
He responded, bless his heart.
Oh my gosh.
I'm laughing so hard, my eyes are watering. I'm trying to drive here, guys.
Sorry. Do not operate do not use while operating heavy equipment. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, don't listen to this show while operating the vehicle.
Exactly.
Nikki did a car crash. She was laughing over dick pics.
Damn it.
Okay, how do I get this thing a thumbs down?
That's hilarious.
With sausage.
Sassy Seller said the bee dress was going for 300 plus when it first came out.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to look that shit up.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, and Mother's Mustache says, I like that shirt. Perfect time of the year. So, fishing and picking. Oh my gosh.
Y'all be ashamed of yourself. Your eggplant. Cucumber head.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Thank you for the laugh, Mother's Mustache. I appreciate that. That was pretty damn funny, if you ask me.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
Banana. Now he's gonna just put all of the what do you call it? You know, the what do you call it?
What are you talking about?
The dick-shaped items.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of that word.
No.
No, like emoji.
What is
or-
that? A croissant?
Like
What do you get? A pencil? Pencil dick, pencil dick, pencil dick, pencil dick.
Oh my, I had to. I'm sorry.
Phallic. Phallic. That's the name. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
you know, I was thinking before we get a classier name, we probably should get a classier show.
We're
Hey,
no fun
fuck
in
that.
no fun in that.
I just love a good name. The Flaccid Phallus. or the Phallus Palace. Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I think you men would probably rather be called thrifting bitches than flaccid.
Yep.
Nothing funny about being flaccid.
No. Nope.
Did you take a picture of how much did you take for the share of all the paperwork that was?
A French bread.
Put it on your
Truck.
desk, I guess. I'm sure it's all right.
I don't know what that is.
It's a French bread truck.
I'm trying to not read behind the lines, but read between the lines. That's not working out very well.
French truck.
Things are blurry because we've been laughing so hard.
Truck.
Oh, this.
I Why are you laughing, Sally?
One of these and she has a pill.
I've tried that.
Too funny.
Good. That's awesome, Grandma Magic Classic. She said, I was good yesterday and I didn't stop at the thrift store, but there's an estate sale and I decided I'm going.
Awesome.
And good for you. Oh my gosh. Fishing and picking. Oh my gosh.
He said he needed to find some Amish tacos.
This show went to hell in a handbag.
And it's all Mother's Mustache's fault.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
And
Well-
Valerie.
Nope, I'm not included. Well, I guess I'm part of that too. Yeah, Grandma Magic Classics, but you have to, like the old saying goes, you have to spend money to make money.
Yep.
So,
In most cases.
in most cases, Sally is the exception.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent money last weekend
I know,
because I wanted
I think
some
that's
different
great.
stuff.
Right.
I
And
went to a
I
thrift
mean-
store last weekend, and I went to some yard sales and stuff last weekend. So
Yeah, I think that's a great way to do that. So,
no shit.
so Sally, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna do this since you slept last night? How are you gonna handle that?
I have no idea. I'm gonna try and take a nap sometime today. I tried to go to bed early, couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't go to bed until about 11,
Oh gosh.
and then I slept till 5:30.
Yeah.
And I didn't even want to get up at 5:30. I wanted to stay in
Really?
bed. Yeah, I wanted to stay in bed because really it's only like what 6
Yeah, about about
Yeah,
6,
6.5
5.5
hours.
hours, something like that. Yeah.
So I did not want to get up, but I made myself get up
Yeah.
because I knew if I stayed in bed, I would be really screwed today. I
Right.
got up. I might be able to lay back down for a couple hours.
What time you go in? 9,
10.
10? Yeah, I mean, even if you laid down, well, you can't really lay down after dinner, but maybe take a couple of hours. I don't know. I mean, you can kind of choose which way you want to go, but maybe lay down a couple of hours before dinner and a couple of hours after dinner, and then you can get up. But
You could get one of those little bellhop bells, like they have on the desk at the hotel. They hit the smack the little bell and just have it. Just put it on the counter, ring for service.
Mhm. There you go.
Sleep under the counter. Is that what you're telling me?
Sleep in the counter. When they ring the bell, they wake you up and you take their money.
Hell no, I'll just sleep in the cooler. Just take me a blanket. If somebody comes in, I got the doorbell right there.
there you
Okay,
go.
or you can leave a coffee can up there with with a slit cut in the top for them to put the money in.
Yeah.
When I used to work midnights at a
Shit.
gas station, I'd take a nap in the bathroom. It was totally acceptable for a customer to wait for you to finish taking a shit, right? So
That is good. I like the way you think, Nikki. I like the way you think.
anybody asked, I was taking a shit.
There you go.
Yeah, like, I got so much stuff I got to do at work. Cause there's no way, and I'm working the freaking weekend. So
And really and truly, how long are you going to sleep on a toilet? So
I used to do this in high school. I would open my textbook up like this on my desk, and then I'd sit like this, like I was reading, and then I would take a nap like this.
Yep. I would too. I did that a lot too.
Yeah, I was a real good student.
This one time, this one kid fell asleep in health class. And I mean, he was sawing logs. And the teacher told everybody, went like this to everybody, shh. And he goes, come on. And we all quietly got up and we all walked outside of the school to the window. And we were all standing there at the window. When the bell rang, he woke up and he looked around. It was hilarious.
I had
Looked
that
around, nobody was there. He looked at the window and we were all sitting there laughing our asses off at him.
I had that happen in Spanish class. I fell asleep, except the bell didn't wake me up, and I wake up, and there's a completely different class in the classroom. I die of embarrassment.
Well, nowadays, a lot of teachers will let you just sleep because they figure you don't get enough sleep at home. That happened to my daughter. My daughter fell asleep in class one day, and they just let her sleep. And I got a call from the teacher, and she goes, well, she must not be getting enough sleep at home, so we just let her sleep. It's like, really? You think she's being abused at home and she's not getting enough sleep? Give it.
We had, when my son was in kindergarten, somebody's grandparent had died, you know, and the kid was maybe sad about it or whatever. And, you know, I mean, so what is Brandon, like 5 when he's in kindergarten? Well, we had recently also had a death in the family, maybe like 3 or 4 months before. So Brandon goes, well, did they have a funeral for your grandpa or whatever? And the kids started crying or whatever. And Brandon didn't do it maliciously. The teacher aside to talk to us about it because she doesn't know what our religious beliefs are. I'm thinking, it's a 5-year-old that just asked stupid little kid questions. I mean, you couldn't have handled it in the house, in the classroom. You got to bring me to ask me what my religious beliefs are, you know? Like, wow, you know, I don't know what kind of religious beliefs you have. Okay. It's not like I worship Satan or something. He just asked if the grandpa had a funeral.
Yeah, and it's not like a funeral.
Like Satanists or something. I'm like, oh my God, because they're like, well, we don't want to insult your religious beliefs. I'm like, are you cracked?
It's not like funerals are religious specific either.
Yeah, I mean, and he's a kid. I mean, you know, they just ask that kind of stuff. Sometimes these teachers, I mean, they go way overboard.
Yep. True.
Hey, Nikki, when you're talking about being in the John at work, we had this friend of the family. He's a good friend of the entire family, but I call him, you know, we were told to call him Uncle Frank. A big union. He's in the, like, he's a shop steward and all that stuff. But anyway, so he told me when I go to, he says, Jimmy, when you go to work and you got to go to the John, if you're at home, you hold it. You wait till you're at work, then you go to the John. He goes, that's a waste of money. He goes, you never go to the John unless you're on the clock. Remember that. Okay, Uncle Frank. I just thought that was hilarious.
My boss just posted something like that, a meme on that. It says, oh my gosh. No. It has like Elmo on a potty.
Mm-hmm.
Like my boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. And the little emo is going like this, and it's sitting on a toilet, a little potty.
Lesson for the day.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
My husband always makes jokes about that too. He's like, "Oh, I gotta poop. I'll wait till I get to work."
That's funny.
Actually, I was at that job before I quit for eBay. They actually limited your bathroom time.
Really?
I was like, how can you limit bathroom time? Yeah.
What if you're having a problem? I mean, wouldn't it be better to stay in the bathroom than leave the bathroom too soon?
Well, you know, that job made me so sick that I did have issues with that problem when I was at that job, because that job just made me so sick all the time. Ever since I quit that job, I never had the issues again. Never had the issues before that job, and ever since I've quit that job, I've never had those issues again. But yeah, that job was horrible. And yeah, and I was like, well, I'm pooping. What do you want me to do? Would you like me to film it so that you got proof, or what? Would you like to check the potty when I'm done?
Now, Nikki,
And the problem
is you can't just be fast and loose at work.
And the problem is I have poopophobia, so I would really have a hard time pooping at work because I was embarrassed.
Mabel, what are you doing?
So, anyways.
All right. Well, I guess on that note.
End of story.
I don't really have anything else to say about that.
A lot of shit.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show.
Sure. We couldn't have talked about one more thing.
Quick, end it before you get those phones down.
So everybody get ready for Monday. We're going to have that 24-hour listing challenge. So be ready for that. That's going to go from Monday morning 8 a.m. to Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. And so just come see us on Monday. And
that's Central Time.
That's Central Time, yep. So have a great weekend and lots of sales to you. And we will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Get it.